Building on technology from the well-known Next toolset from Digital Raster, Maya delivers an expanded integrated suite of features that offers an accelerated workflow for modeling. Designed to increase the speed, accuracy, and efficiency of your workflow, Maya now includes a modeling toolkit panel that provides users with an additional set of powerful modeling features that integrates selection and transformation tools within a single window. This integration means tool switching is kept to a minimum. The Modeling Toolkit Quad Draw tool lets you quickly create four-sided polygons. With Quad Draw, you can interactively create your polygon surface on the grid. To begin, simply click to place dots across the grid or a surface. Holding down Shift will give you a preview of the polygon. A simple click creates the polygon in place. In addition to creating polygons, the Quad Draw tool can be used to insert edge loops and merge polygons. Removing faces and replacing them is as simple as drawing new dots. With any transform tool, you can quickly tweak highlighted components along any axis using the middle mouse button. Tweak mode lets you quickly transform components without making a selection or using a manipulator. The same process works over top of a model, enabling a very simple and effective way to make an animation-ready mesh in minutes. With Quad Draw, you can retopologize your mesh directly in Maya. This feature is particularly useful for resurfacing imported higher resolution meshes from other sources, including 3D scan data. Another feature within Quad Draw is polygon strips. Just simply click and drag to create strips of quad polygons. This tool presents an excellent way to quickly build geometry over an existing surface for a retopology workflow. When enabled, the Preserve Normals option in Freeze Transformations ensures that all normals are oriented in the proper direction and are not flipped on negatively scaled objects. Components highlight as you hover your cursor over them, so you'll know exactly what you'll be selecting before you click. Highlighting is integrated throughout the entire modeling toolkit. With soft selection enabled and nothing selected, it's possible to preview the area on your mesh you want to edit. Slide any component type, edge, vertex, face, along the surface of a mesh using any transform tool. A new slide brush has also been added to the Sculpt Geometry tool. When you select the Move, Rotate, or Scale tool, unique manipulators appear on the selected objects. You can move, rotate, or scale objects or components by dragging different parts of the manipulator. Dragging a plane handle, for example, allows you to move the selection along multiple axes at once. In your scene, select an edge on your polygon mesh to define the line of symmetry. This allows symmetrical modeling across meshes, even when posed. Any selection you make is highlighted in blue and is applied to both sides of the mesh. Symmetrize copies the selected mesh topology across the axis of symmetry. Simply select components on the side of the mesh you want as a target and click Symmetrize. Maya has adopted a faster, more efficient algorithm for reducing the number of polygons in a mesh. You can now keep your existing polygonal lines and reduce your mesh via percentage, vertex count, or triangle count, and even export an index vertex map. Setting any option in the feature preservation section of the reduce options to a weighting of 1 ensures that those components are not modified by the reduction. This is useful to exactly preserve border edges where surfaces meet. Other features include a slide that toggles the weighting of quad preservation, as well as the ability to define a plane of symmetry so that reduction is symmetric across the mesh. Let's take a look at some of the other features available in the modeling toolkit. Easily select full and partial component loops and rings. This works in the same fashion for edges, vertices, and faces. Enabling the preview option allows for an interactive highlighting of the result by simply holding Shift and hovering over an adjacent component. If I hold Tab, this allows me to paint select while dragging over highlighted components. Component type selections are also retained on a per object level, based on your selection. This applies to edges, vertices, and faces. For example, I can have a selection of edges, then a selection of vertices, as well as a selection of faces, and Maya will retain the selection based on the components for that object. If I make another selection on a different object, notice how the last selection is still retained on a per object basis. When in component mode, using the Select Similar option under the Edit menu, selects polygonal components of a similar type to the current selection. Here I am performing a simple extrusion across these similar selections with the Modeling Toolkit Interactive Extrude tool. Crease sets give modelers the ability to quickly and predictably group and adjust the hardness of creased edges. Offering greater control, the Crease Set Editor lets you create and manage your crease sets within a single window. As you can see, here I am using crease in conjunction with similar selections. The new Edit Edge Flow tool, found under Edit Mesh, lets you transform the surface curvature of edges to respect the curvature of the surrounding mesh. Edge Flow can change the shape of multiple edges, and results can be tweaked using the Adjust Edge Flow slider. Additionally, this functionality has been added to other edge editing tools, such as the Insert Edge Loop tool. The custom shelf area holds icons from Maya's shells, so they are easily accessible. Adding tools is as simple as dragging and dropping in place. In this case, let's use Select Similar and take a look at the Bevel tool. The Modeling Toolkit Bevel tool lets you interactively create bevels on your polygon meshes. The Bridge tool creates an extension of additional faces between selected pairs of edges or faces on an existing polygonal mesh. The attributes can be adjusted in the list, or via a marking menu to simply slide back and forth to quickly adjust the divisions, or to toggle between linear and blend curve types. As well, access to other attributes, like twist and taper, to adjust the overall effect of this simple cable. The Multi-Cut tool combines the functionality of 3 different tools into one. Cutting between vertices, edges, and faces is as simple as clicking to define a path where you want components to split. The same tool can slice faces in a user-defined direction by simply clicking and dragging across a mesh. Additionally, edge loops and rings are inserted with one click. The Connect tool lets you connect vertices, edges, faces, or any combination of the 3. You can make single edge or multiple connections using the Connect tool's custom options. With the attributes available, connected edges can be slid across the surface, or tightened or widened interactively using pinch.